Test, test, test. Test, test.
It's slightly delayed, yeah.
We're about a minute.
So we were listening. We had it here while we were on.
I think it's good to see it happen.
Yes. Good afternoon, and welcome to this fine afternoon of football. Today we have Delbarton facing off against Camden Catholic.
Ladies, gentlemen, alumni, students, and friends, welcome to William O'Regan Field for today's game between the Green Wave of Delbarton and the Fighting Irish of Camden Catholic. Stand a reminder that all Delbarton football games are governed by the NJFIA and the North Jersey Super Football Conference. Good sportsmanship is required of all spectators and contestants. Fans who do not practice good sportsmanship are subject to ejection from the game. The coach of the Fighting Irish is Gary Monowaki. The head coach of the Delbarton Green Wave is Brian Bowers. Referee is Brian McCleary, umpire Mike Foley. Linesman is Chad McConnell, line judge Tyler Miller, field judge Mark Mundy, side judge Mike Valanzano, and our clock operator is Kevin Smith.
Good afternoon and welcome to a nice cool afternoon of Delbarton football. Today we have Delbarton's Green Wave facing off against Camden Catholic. Delbarton is ranked '19th in the state, and Camden Catholic's ranked 83rd. Today's one of the first matchups of the non-public A bracket. Just looking at some of the games that have happened earlier. Well, Bergen Catholic has a bye as the number one. Donovan Catholic dominated Notre Dame 48-8. Seton Hall Prep will be facing off against St. John Vianney. We'll resume this after the prayer.
For the gift of this day and the gift of this game. Be with our players, coaches, that they may play and compete in safety and in the spirit of mutual respect and good sportsmanship. And for this and for all good things we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
with the coin toss and national anthem and prayer underway, we're set to play some football. As we were saying before, Seton Hall will be playing St. John Vianney. St. Peter's Prep beats Pope John 35-2. St. Joe's has a bye. Don Bosco Prep defeated Paul VI 42-7. We have our game today, and the winner of this game will play St. Augustine Prep.
Yep, the winner moving on to St. Augustine down the shore, but that's not the focus. Today is the focus of getting past this round. Camden's kicking off. Delbarton looking to return, get off to a hot start, good drive to open up the game and really get this thing going.
Oh, absolutely, Rudy. Bowers has really emphasized one game at a time, and all the focus is on this game. You know, Camden Catholic and Delbarton have not a single opponent that have played both teams, so there's really no way of trying to figure out which team has the edge.
Yeah, and Coach Bowers talked about how that's really an advantage, not having that overlap. That way you can really emphasize your own playbook and come out the way you want to come out rather than reacting to what they're doing.
A little squib as the kickoff, and with a short return, Delbarton will be starting from their own 35. One of the big differences between this game and many is the kicking for Camden Catholic. Camden's kicker does not kick extra points. They will always be going for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, certainly an interesting memento about Camden Catholic. They have not gone for a single extra point, only 2-point conversions.
Green Wave's offense. Set for the snap. Papantonis at his left. Quick screen pass. Number 1, David Link. Big gain, and he's still going. Huge gain there. As marked down on Camden Catholic's, I believe their 27-yard line. So, one play in, and Delbarton's already made huge gains down the field.
Talk about a start. Talk about coming out hot. Screen to David Link. Out down the sideline. Good downfield blocking. Great way to start.
Snap number 2, 1st and 10. Handoff to Papantonis for a gain of 1. Sets up a 2nd and 9 situation for the Green Wave. Let's see what they're set for. Rob Russo. Papantonis behind him. Another handoff. Papantonis gets him yards to the end zone. Touchdown, Delbarton. Delbarton 6, Camden Catholic 0. Only 3 plays in that drive, Rudy.
Yep, just as I said, way to come out strong after the long gain by David Link off the screen. Great run by Papantonis, gets to the outside, breaks a couple tackles, gets in the end zone. That's exactly how Coach Bowers wants his team to start today.
Great start for the game. Pero set to kick the extra point. And it's up. And it's good. Delbarton 7, Camden Catholic 0.
Yeah, Coach Bowers talked about how it all really starts with the run game, and they're going to kind of lean on the run game today more than they have in previous games. And once they can find that rhythm in the run game, it just opens everything up because it tires out the defense, allows you to have some variety in the passing game, and that's really all where it starts. And if they can get that going early, they'll have a lot of success the rest of the game.
Great start for the offense. Now let's see how the defense does. Delbarton's kickoff team running on the field now, led by kicker junior Jack Peros. He's had an excellent year so far. Last game he played, he had 100% percentage of kicking it in the back of the end zone. Let's see if he can do that again today. With 11:10 left in the first quarter. Barrows ready to kick. And that is just short of the end zone. It's definitely returnable. Big hit. Stopped at their own 10-yard line.
Very advantageous field position here for Delbarton. Good way to get them. Good way for the defense to come out early. Maybe make a stop here, get the ball back, and put up 2 scores before the game is underway. Camden Catholic does not have great field position here, and Delbarton defense needs to take advantage of that.
Talked about putting it in the end zone, getting a touchback, but at the end of the day, this is even better field position. If Delbarton can hold them within that 20 on every kick, they'll be in good shape. Camden Catholic snaps the ball. Short pass, incomplete. Incomplete intended for number 5, Dahani Cobbs. Good defensive stop there. That'll set up a 2nd and 10 situation. Offense led by quarterback Kevin Burr Jr.
And not much is known about this Camden Catholic offense to Delbarton, at least. All they have is film, since there's no real overlapping games or no history with them. So it'll be interesting to see how the Delbarton defense can react.
Second and 10. Burr alone in the backfield. Runs it himself for a short gain and is stopped after 4. Another nice play by the Delbarton defense. And that'll set up 3rd and long. Yeah, I mean, like Rudy was saying, we really don't know much. Their offense likes to run. He's talented, can scramble. We've got an explosive running back, but outside of that, we really haven't seen much of this offense before. Breaking out of the huddle. Burr Jr. with a running back on his side. Handoff. Overthrown and incomplete. 4th and 7.
Yeah, trips near side and the lone man on the far side. Delbarton was showing a little blitz, and quarterback just overthrew it, missed him. It was open, but Delbarton got away with one there and setting up for 4th down on the punt.
Solid pressure by Delbarton's D-line. Really making Burr Jr. have to act fast and make those passes that he might not want to try and make. So if they can keep that up, they'll be in good shape. Camden Catholic set the punt. Almost blocked. Flag down. Running into the punter. David Link with the return for a few yards. But flag down on the play.
Looks like that one's coming back. Possibly running the punter. Looks like the defense is coming back out. Can't touch the punter.
No, you cannot. And this has been plays like that. That could affect how this game goes. It was almost blocked, though, so it was a good effort there. Just tough result.
Yeah, those are the penalties that have hurt Delbarton all year, and those are the types of turnovers that have hurt Delbarton all year. That was a quick 3 and out, get the ball back, but because of a careless error on a punt, Camden Catholic retakes the field.
That's a nice break for Camden Catholic. Gathered another chance for us to see what their offense holds. Quarterback scrambles out of the pocket. Good pressure. And sacked. A lot of energy. Matt Gemma and Nigel McSween with the stop.
Yep, the original pressure from Chuck Nato getting around the edge, forcing the quarterback to move, and then Nigel McSween coming in to wrap it up and take him down. Great stop for the Delbarton defense.
And that sets them back for sure. Now it's a 2nd and really long. 2nd and 21. Great play by Gemma and McSween. Both juniors that have come up big this year. Timeout. Camden Catholic.
Timeout, Camden Catholic.
That's a great start for Delbarton so far, wouldn't you say, Rudy?
Yeah, powerful offensive drive, couple plays downfield already with a score, and then defensively, great stop on the first drive. Unfortunate that they got that roughing the punter, so Camden Catholic gets to retake the field, but opening up with a sack, that's exactly what you want. And Coach Bowers emphasized that it starts with the D-line. Pat Coy, Nigel McSween, Matt Gemma, and Chuck Nato, the real core of this defense. And if they can play to their potential, everyone can play to their potential. So as long as the defensive lineman is making those stops and putting that pressure on, I think it'll be tough for Camden Catholic to score today.
Yeah, it's still early, but, you know, it's hard to come back. 2nd and 21. That is a big distance to just to get a first down. So Camden Catholic lines up. All right, and we're set. Number 11, Billy McCleary running the side. Snaps it. Short pass. Running backwards. Across the field. Tackled by number 54, Austin Quan. And number 11, Austin Quan.
That'll bring up 3rd and 17.
That short gain will bring up a 3rd and 17. 3rd and very long. Defense has stayed pretty composed so far, so kudos to them. Same setup, three receivers on the near side, one on the far side. Takes the snap, looks deep. Defensive line coming after him. He's running into open field. Slides, which looks like it's going to be just short of the first down. Big play by the quarterback there.
You know, great spot there by the ref for the defense. I mean, quarterback just got free around the pressure, and nobody in the middle of the field. Huge gap, and the quarterback takes with the spaces. Any good running quarterback would do.
I mean, the Delbarton defensive line just ran right through their offensive line, which left quarterback Kevin Bird Jr. just to scramble. But he did a good job finding open space downfield and ran with it. So they're going for it on 4th and 1. Bird Jr. alone in the backfield. Takes a snap. Looks for a pass to number 5. Dehani Cobbs. First down, Camden.
First pass is complete to Dehani Cobbs. First down, Camden Catholic.
And that'll give him a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Junior Justin Slayball with the tackle.
Yeah, it's tough to contain those 4th and 1s, you know, those close plays, because really Camden has everything at their disposal. But good wrap up by Slayball, not to let that escape him. But it's a first down for Camden Catholic.
Yeah, they were faced with that 2nd and 21 situation. Got downfield and set themselves up for a new set of downs. At center field. Looks deep. Double coverage. Oh, just overthrown on the double coverage.
Yep, certainly overthrown. Double coverage there from Marion and appears to be Austin Quant. But great coverage downfield. You know, it was never really open. Overthrown by the quarterback as well, so nobody could really get to it. But Delbarton in good coverage there.
That was probably best with that coverage. It could have been an interception there, Rudy. So that'll set up 2nd and 10 for the Fighting Irish. Alone in the backfield. Takes a snap. High. Short pass for a gain of 4. That'll set up 3rd and 6.
Great tackle there by number 54, Justin Slayball. Comes up in the slot, makes the tackle, wraps him up, gets him down. Now Camden Catholic has to deal with 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions so far. So let's see if they can break that streak or add to it. 6 yards. They've got a lot of different play options. We really haven't seen him run the ball that much. Delbarton comes in with the blitz. Matt Gemma, so close. And it's up. Incomplete pass. 4th down.
You know, we've already seen it a couple times. The defensive line is just getting right through Matt Gemma in the backfield. A near sack there. And again, great coverage downfield. Delbarton's playing well on all phases of the field right now. But looks like Camden Catholic offense is going to stay in the field for 4th down.
And Matt Gemma's just been an animal on this defensive line since day one. I mean, he's just been tearing through this Camden Catholic offensive line. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 6. It's bold. Let's see if they can convert. Number 49. Looking for the pass. 1st down. Just makes it.
First pass is completely cleared. Tackled by Tyler De Silva.
It's close, but they're ruling it a 1st down.
Another 4th down conversion from Camden Catholic, and Delbarton's just letting these guys escape through, just barely getting those 4th downs. But overall, Delbarton's defense is playing well. Just got to finish these drives.
Absolutely. They've been doing a really nice job of stopping him on 3rd down, but when it comes to 4th down, they've struggled so far. Camden Catholic coming out bold, going for 4th down. 2 out of the 3 times now. Getting lucky on that first set of downs to running into the punter. Hands it off for the first time. Stops short for a loss of just about 1. That'll make it 2nd and 11.
New game on the play for the Irish.
Starting to get in good field position. But keep in mind, their kicker does not even kick extra points, never mind field goals. So they're all or nothing. Defense trying to make a big stop here. Pass to number 6. Jeremiah Paul runs out of bounds.
First pass is complete to Jeremiah Paul. Knocked out of bounds by Tyler De Silva. Brings up 3rd down for Camden Catholic.
That'll set up a 3rd and 6. Now 0 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. From this field position, 6 yards out. They've gone for it on 4th, so let's see what happens. Alone in the backfield, takes the snap. Scrambling out of the pocket, chased by Matt Gemma, throws it away. And they are ruling it a catch. Right on the sideline. Nice little toe tap there.
You know, another tough break for the Delbarton defense. They're getting pressure in the backfield, but their quarterback, Burr, is just very talented at getting out of the pocket and finding those throws, making those plays where there aren't plays to be made. And if Delbarton can cover it up on the back end in the secondary, they'll have these short of the 1st down.
Yeah, absolutely. Camden Catholic now has another fresh set of downs. Three receivers on the near side. Fakes a handoff. Scrambling yet again. Doesn't know what to do with it. Throws it out of bounds. That'll set up 2nd and 10. Good pressure by Delbarton's defense.
Yeah, phenomenal pressure by Delbarton's defense. Johnny Riley there at the end, pushing him out of bounds and getting good pressure. And an overall great drive so far from Delbarton. Still trying to just keep him short of the 1st down marker. Can't let it get away from him.
Well, that was Matt Gemma that just ran off the field. He's had a great game so far. All right, Kevin Bird Jr. lining up with his running back behind him. Jeremiah Paul breaks through for a nice gain. That'll set up a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, good job by Cobbs, the running back, to find the space there, set it up for 3rd and short. And again, Delbarton's defense just kind of getting chipped away out, and throughout this drive downfield. And if they can find a stop here, avoid getting points on the board for Camden Catholic, and then try to end this first quarter with a score.
Absolutely. 3rd and short. Bird Jr. back by himself. Takes the pass. Runs it himself for a nice gain within the 10. First down, Camden Catholic.
You know, the Green Wave defense really has to keep in mind this quarterback Burr's mobility, because he's clearly a very talented and athletic quarterback, and he's athletic to the point where he can scramble all over the field and still make throws. So Delbarton really needs to keep everything up front and avoid getting broken down and chipped away at, because that's what leads to fatigue, and that's going to hurt you later in the game.
Absolutely. The game winding down to the last 3 minutes of the first quarter. Delbarton certainly has the power in numbers just by looking at the roster size. It's almost double what Camden Catholic's roster size is. Timeout.
Timeout called by Delbarton.
Delbarton. Each team has now used one of their timeouts, which means they both have 2 left in this first half. Still 7-0 Delbarton. Delbarton with a nice quick offensive charge downfield. Taking only 3 plays. Camden Catholic, on the other hand, been inching towards the end zone throughout this entire drive. And think about it. Without that running into the punter penalty, Delbarton would have the ball in great field position, probably midfield. So small penalties like that can really affect how this game's going to go.
Yeah, and this is an incredibly long drive for Camden Catholic. Have possession for nearly 9 minutes here. And just getting inched away, chipped away at. And Delbarton needs to come up with a stop now or never.
It'll be interesting to see with such a small roster size how they might fatigue later in the game. 1st and goal. Bird Jr. snaps the ball, looking toward the corner. Underthrown. Incomplete pass. 2nd and goal.
Again, pressure just breaking through that offensive line. Nigel McSween and Matt Gemma both in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and it's underthrown. And if they can make Burr throw these tough throws all game and keep him in the pocket, then they'll have success.
Yeah, 2nd and goal. And they're all or nothing on these offensive drives, so they're either going to be going for the touchdown or punting. And we've seen that all season from Camden Catholic. Looking for a pass to number 6, Jeremiah Paula. And is down.
Yeah, Burr slightly overthrew Paula there on the screen, but I think if he led Paula on a little bit better, hit him more stride, Paula could have gotten through there and gotten some more gainage. Instead, that's a loss of about 4.
Nice crisp November afternoon we have here. Doesn't seem to affect the game very much because it's sunny out on the field. But certainly sweatshirt or jacket weather. All right, now we're set for 3rd and goal. Quarterback scrambling out yet again. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Camden Catholic. Caught by number 11, Billy McCleary. Delbarton 7, Camden Catholic 6.
Yeah, great resilience there by Burr Jr. Scrambling out of the pocket. Again, pressured very, very hard from the defensive line. Gets out of the pocket and finds McCleary, who's listed as a quarterback and tight end. So he's kind of a dual player there, utility player, but he makes the catch for the touchdown, and we could be all equal here.
Or not really, because they only go for 2-point conversions. So they're going to be ending up with 6 or 8. And that's something that Delbarton might have to adjust for, depending on if they can stop them on these 2-point conversions or not. Interesting to see what they have up their sleeve for their 2-point conversion. Bird Jr. looking to throw it. Great pressure. And it is Complete. Camden Catholic 8, Delbarton 7.
Yeah, talk about a stage to only go for 2-point conversions. The best stage in all of the football world is the high school stage because, you might not have as talented of a kicker and you might not have any kicker on your team at all. So talk about where you can get creative on the 1-yard line, Talk about an easy chip play, pitch around the side, slip screen, dump over the middle, Texas route, whatever you name it. They can have a variety of plays going forward in the game, and Delbarton needs to manage.
We saw throughout that drive, Delbarton's defense has really just ripped through their offensive line, but quarterback Kevin Burt Jr. has done a great job being able to scramble and find some space to either run or throw the ball. And Delbarton's defense is going to have to talk it over, see what they can adjust for. Just 2 drives, one being only 3 plays, has already ripped through almost the entire first quarter. Camden set the kick off with just 1 minute and 34 seconds left in the first quarter. George Ing the second set the kick. It's another squib. Scrambled. Fumbled by Green Wave, but still recovered. That'll set them up with great field position at their own 40. Very big thing we've been talking about is field position on these kickoffs, and with these squib kicks, it's either Delbarton's going to end up with great field position or Camden Catholic's ball.
And like I talked about before, that's huge in the high school game, having good field position, because defenses, especially with smaller rosters like Camden Catholic, might not have the endurance or ability to make those stops on every single down.
Nice play for a few yards gain. Gain of 6 by the Green Wave. That'll set up a 2nd and 4 situation.
And it's interesting, too, with the roster advantage that Delbarton could kind of go this 2 ways. They could either come out trying to go hot, score quick on these drives, and try to get their defense back in the field, or maybe extend these drives, take their time, try to get these longer plays to tire out the defense since they do have such a small roster.
Absolutely. And that's another great play down by Delbarton. First down by Dylan Hakes. Tight end. Senior. Speaking of seniors, this is probably their last game on William O'Regan Field. So it'd be nice for them to come out with a win on their last home game. Breaks the tackle. Still running downfield. And he's going, and he's knocked down after almost a 40-yard gain.
Great game from the senior there, Dylan Hakes, tight end. And like you were saying before, seniors, it was unfortunate not to get the win last week, but it was almost like they were blessed to have another home game to send their seniors off with a win. And they're really going to emphasize that today. Dylan Hakes there with a massive game, breaking a couple tackles, getting Delbarton in incredible field position.
Yeah, absolutely. And the only other situation that Delbarton could have a home game is, I think it's in the semifinals or the finals, where Donovan Catholic would have to seriously upset Bergen Catholic. So the odds of that are slim, but never say never. Green Wave's offense set up for 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Another really quick drive there. That was about 55 seconds worth of clock. Delbarton's offense, led by Rob Russo at quarterback, looking to score here. Takes the snap, hands it off to Papantonis. Cuts through the middle. And it's stopped at the 6. 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Delbarton, when you're in the red zone, you can really show your creativity here, because there's a variety of plays you can do. Whether that's, like I said before, screens, flats, curls, no matter what it is, Delbarton really needs to punch one in here.
Absolutely. Delbarton, touchdown! Dylan Hakes with the touchdown. Delbarton, 13. Camden Catholic, 8.
Yeah, and punch one and they do. A flat to Dylan Hakes right out the side. Nobody there. Easy touchdown for the Green Wave. Another very quick drive.
Yeah, Delbarton's defense has just been on the field for so long. It might be even smart to just kind of slow the game down to give our defense a rest at this rate. Now is the end of the first quarter. Peros set for the extra point. And it is good. Delbarton 14. Camden Catholic 8. Another very successful offensive drive for Delbarton. We're now halfway through the first half. End of the first quarter. How do you think the game's going so far, Rudy?
Again, Delbarton, quick offensive drives, but productive at that. You know, coming away with 2 scores both times they've had the ball. Unlike last week where they seemed to turn over the ball a lot, couldn't find the end zone that much. But again, Delbarton continues to start strong in the first half and then burn out for the rest of the game. Last game against St. Joe's, they were up 14-6 at the end of the first half and lost the game 27-14. So Delbarton needs to really find the grit and the strength to maintain this rate and maintain the success over the course of the game, because unless they burn out like they have been for the past games against Seton Hall, St. Joe's, Bosco, you name it, we're going to be out of the playoffs.
Yeah, that was a great point there. This is you know, win or go home. This is it. This is high school playoff football. And I think both teams know it. Win or your season's over. So, high stakes. Set up some great football here. Peros with the deep kick. Returnable. Running right down the middle. Big hit. Stopped at the 17. Tackled by number 42, Sean Dizok. Sean Dizok Jr. Haven't seen much of him yet. That was a big tackle. Nice hit. Camden Catholic's offense, after an extended drive, counting almost 10 minutes. Let's see what they have in store. Bird Jr. alone in the backfield. 2 wide receivers short. And it is tackled by Delbarton's defense.
Just mauled there by Justin Slayball, the junior, and Austin Quant, the sophomore there, corner. Great stop of the Delbarton defense, and that's what I'm talking about. That's wrapping it up, keeping everything in front. And don't let those, not letting those plays escape from you, not letting him squeeze around those tackles. Great stop there by Slayball.
Great pressure like that's been a pretty common theme for Delbarton's defense so far. Really applying that pressure to not only offensive line, but any short pass opportunities. All right, second and 12. After that short loss. Handoff is stopped for a gain of maybe 1. It sets up a 3rd and 11. Nigel McSween with a stop.
And this is exactly where Delbarton needs to end this drive. Keep him short here, force 4th down and a 4th and long at that, and end this drive early. Get the ball back and get up on them early, rather than letting this drive extend, letting them chip away, and continue to have these 3 and 4 down, series where they can move the ball down the field at their rate rather than playing it at our pace.
Yeah, I mean, if they can stop them at here, we've seen them go for 4th and 6 in iffy field positions. So, quarterback draw. Nice one-handed catch for the first down. That was like an acrobatic catch there, Rudy.
Yeah, phenomenal catch there by Cobbs there to break out and get the first down. But this is exactly what I was saying. Delbarton needs to keep this stuff in front. And when you have a mobile quarterback like Burr, it's very tough to do that. When he can break out and make spontaneous plays that the defense can't really prepare for, it creates this confusion.
Absolutely, and he's done a phenomenal job scrambling so far. Alone in the backfield. 3 receivers on the near side. Looks right. Pass complete for a short game, but it's driven back. Pass complete to number 11. Billy McCleary with the catch.
Looks like sophomore Johnny Riley came up there at the end with the ball, but so Camden Catholic's ball. Again, just keeping it up front. 2nd and short here, and you just can't let them chip away.
Second and 6. Burr lined up with Cobbs behind him. Throws it to the sideline. Complete for a short gain. It'll be interesting to see where they spot it.
Out of the 39-yard line, we'll bring up 3rd and 1 for Camden Catholic.
It is spotted just short. 3rd and 1.
Another 3-down series here from Camden Catholic. Nothing different than what we saw on the first drive. Delbarton has to contain.
Third and 1. Delbarton could use a stop here. Really get the edge on Camden Catholic. Burr tries to run it himself. With for a loss of 3. That'll set up 4th and 4. With the awkward field position, let's see if they go for it.
That is exactly what Delbarton needed. Everybody coming up, team tackle right there. All high school coaches and all coaches in football really emphasize tackling with your team. Get more of your guys than their guys, and forcing the ball backwards, making a stop there, forcing a 4th down. Again, we'll see how it goes.
Burr running back from the sideline with the play call. Sets up alone in the backfield. 3 receivers on the near side, 2 on the far side. 4th and 1. They could be going for the pass, or he might be just taking it himself. Looks for the pass. Complete. For a gain of 5. But that's enough for a 1st down.
Another 4th down conversion for Camden Catholic and another tough break. Looks like Austin Quant almost fell for the fake cadence there. Step back, played really, really far off, and it's just an easy screen and an easy 1st down for Camden Catholic. Good find by Burr, and new set of downs.
Yeah, absolutely. Camden has just been scratching and clawing for every 1st down they can get. In contrast, Delbarton has just been shooting it down the field. Scrambling is Burr. Flag down on the field. Pass dropped on the sideline. Intended for Sean Cullen. Holding. All go against the offense. And it's coming back. So. And it's coming back. 10 yards, so. Instead of a 2nd and 10, we now have a 1st and 20.
And when speaking with Coach Bowers, he talked about, winning the turnover battle. And we haven't seen, surprisingly, any turnovers yet. And I know it's obviously still early, only the 2nd quarter. But, you're waiting to see which team will crack first, which team will either force a turnover or, be forced to turn the ball over. So.
Burr with 2 receivers on the near side, running back behind him, 2 on the far side. A lot of motion going on. Another receiver coming to the near side. Great pressure. Looks for the short pass. Gains a few yards. Tackled by several members of Delbarton's defense.
However, another unique play call that if they were in better field position would be more advantageous for Camden Catholic. That's about a 6-yard game there, and it's one of those slip screens that Delbarton ran a lot last week, and Camden Catholic utilizing it a couple times already.
I could be mistaken, but it looks like he was throwing that off his back foot too, with 5 members of Delbarton's defensive line coming after him. So impressive play there by Burr. Burr takes the snap. Looks right. Caught by number 4, Sean Cullen. And that'll set up 3rd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Down at the 47. Now they're
3rd and 7 from Camden.
inching towards midfield. Yeah, and Rudy mentioned the turnover battle. I mean, Delbarton turned the ball over 5 times last week. Bowers even said, like, you cannot win a game if you turn the ball over 5 times. Burr alone in the backfield, looking left. Evades a sack. Evades another one. And is knocked out of bounds after a gain of 6.
You know, Burr escaping with his life there, breaking 2 tackles. Impressive job by him, but Pat Coy getting in the backfield, Chuck Nato getting in the backfield. Great job of the D-line still. And here we are, another 4th down opportunity for Camden Catholic. Ken Delbarton come up with the play.
Those are 2 talented players that he got away from, too. Pat Coy and Chuck Nato. Chuck, who just committed to Elon last week. Congratulations to him. Burr takes the snap. Looks short, incomplete. Almost intercepted. Eisenhart. That is a turnover on downs. Like we were saying, that's another turnover that'll add to that turnover battle.
You know, there's the breakthrough that Delbarton needed. Force the 4th down, force the incompletion. Now Delbarton has the ball back towards the midfield. 5 minutes to go here. They can either take their time or shoot down like they have been, and we'll see what they do.
Absolutely. Now Delbarton 14, Camden Catholic 8. Delbarton now has the ball. Nashon in the backfield behind Russo at running back. Russo fakes the handoff to Nashon. Complete to tight end Pat Coy. Runs down the field. Huge gain. 17.
Similar to last week, Pat Coy playing both sides of the ball again. He's playing tight end along with Sean McCarthy, who's a junior, and as well as Dylan Hakes, and we'll see a lot more of Pat Coy in the offense. Matt Gemma played a little tight end last week, but after speaking with Coach Bowers, it doesn't look like he'll be doing that today.
Yeah, Delbarton is pretty strict with their one-way system, meaning every player is either going to be playing on the offense or defense. Hill with the big carry for a gain of 13. Nashon Hill with the carry.
You know, it's fantastic to see Nashon getting the man back, being the tailback back there, because usually it's Papantonis, but looks like Delbarton's spicing things up. Nashon in the backfield, great 1st down carry. Let's see if we can get a score on this drive.
Absolutely. Rob hands it off to Nashon Hill. Big defensive play for a loss of 4.
Yeah, tough play there. Nobody really picked up the block. Nashon has nowhere to go. Tries to break a tackle, but gets wrapped up by 4 or 5 guys.
After an excellent play by Nashon Hill, you know, it's tough. A few broken blocks. But they're now set for 2nd and long. Rob Russo takes the snap, hands it off to Nashon again. Nowhere to go. Stop down the middle. That will be no gain but no loss. And now it is third and long situation. Papantonis now replaces Nashon Hill. Rob Russo with 3 receivers lined up on the near side. Pass to Papantonis. Runs down the field. Finds the open space, but is short of the 1st down.
You know, there's that slip screen that Delbarton loves to run. Papantonis comes back out into the field. Nashon hops off, and there's that slip screen to Papantonis. Papantonis probably has more of a receiving skill set, and they make it a 4th and kind of mid-range situation here. So looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field, as well as Dylan Hakes appears to be out on the field, and Phil Fulmer.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to avoid that 36, 37-yard field goal. Delbarton's offense goes for it. Rob Russo looking to pass. Just outside of David Link's range. Now that's another turnover on downs.
You know, that's just the throw you got to make. Rob Russo had a little bit of pressure, but Link wide open. You know, we know David Link's ability to run around, committed to Villanova for the cross, but Robert Russo overthrows him, and that's a tough break there. And Camden Catholic offense retakes the field.
Link has showed off his skills throughout the year, making some acrobatic catches, single and double coverage, especially those long pass attempts that he's caught so far this year. Tough break for Delbarton. Turnover battle now even, 1-1. Burr set to receive the snap. Number 11, Billy McCleary running to the other side of the field. Handoff. Running back breaks through for a gain of 13.
Just a phenomenal run there by Paula. Really breaking through a ton of tackles, getting a first down, and see if Camden Catholic maybe speeds up their offense here because they only have 3 minutes here. You know, their opening drive was 9 minutes, and they came away with the score. So we'll see how they operate in these quick situations. They might have to take some shots downfield, and we'll see how Delbarton reacts.
Absolutely. 1st and 10. Clock running down to 2:45. Burr takes the snap. Hands it off again for a gain of 1. Jeremiah Paula with the carry.
Nowhere to go for Paula. Good wrap up by the defensive line. Looks like Slaybaugh was in there as well as Jack Eisenhart Jr., also the punter. But a great stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, second and 10, 2nd and 9 situation. Burr with Paula behind him. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. It's a pass play. Great pressure by Delbarton defense. Huge sack! Huge loss by the Camden Catholic offense. Tyler De Silva with the nice defensive play.
The sophomore, Tyler De Silva, with a great stop. Delbarton shows heavy blitz. You saw Jack Eisenhart on the near side, Tyler De Silva on the far side. When the D-line overpowers the offensive line, good things happen, and that was certainly a good thing.
Absolutely. We've seen so many sophomores really step it up this year. Austin Quant, Johnny Riley, and now Tyler De Silva making huge plays this game. Now it is timeout, Delbarton.
You know, and that heavy usage of sophomores like Johnny Riley, Austin Quant, and Tyler De Silva really shows the versatility and the depth that Delbarton has. And, you know, it's a good sign for the future that you have these stud sophomores already making plays in the field. And this is a young Delbarton team. A lot of juniors. Matt Gemma still a junior. Justin Slaybaugh still a junior. Nigel McSween still a junior. So you're retaining that defensive line going into next year. And hopefully we'll see a lot of success. Good freshman class, and including Phil Fulmel, the receiver on varsity, which is something you don't see every day.
Yeah, Delbarton's really used all their sophomores and juniors. Rob Russo still a quarterback. They'll have him again next year. Burr takes a snap. Another great pressure play. Another sack by Delbarton. Oh, and it is fumbled. Delbarton recovers. It is great field position. Minute 46 seconds left in the half. That's another break Delbarton could certainly use.
Talk about the stop they needed. Matt Gemma breaking through with the initial pressure, and then everybody just closing in on the quarterback. Nigel McSween looked to be the main culprit, but then ball pops out, they recover it, and the Delbarton defense is amped. Rob Russo gets to retake the field and see if they can come away with some points. Got about a 2-minute drill here. Good field position, and hopefully close out the half with some more points.
Delbarton sets up 1st and 10 from Camden Catholic's 19. Rob Russo with Papantonis at his left. Handoff to Papantonis. Cuts down the middle. Finds the open space. Just short of the end zone. Down at the 1.
Papantonis getting a little shaky there. Breaking some tackles. Getting shifty. And bringing him down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal situation here. See what they come out with.
Certainly shifty. Finding that open space in the middle of the field. Cutting between blockers. That is a timeout, Camden Catholic, with 1 minute and 25 seconds left in the game. Delbarton's really stepped it up here. With a score difference of 6, Delbarton hopes to extend on that lead. We've seen Delbarton come up big in the first half and then lose those leads later in the game. It'll be really important to see if they can hold on to that through this third and fourth quarters.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Delbarton comes out with here. They have time on their side, and they have plenty of, it's only first down, so they've got everything at their disposal here. They can really do whatever they want. They had a simple score last time. Looks like Rob Russo's on the wing here, near sideline, and it looks like Papantonis will be taking the snap.
Interesting play here. I don't know if Camden Catholic realizes what's going on. Papantonis takes a snap, just runs it himself. Touchdown, Papantonis! Green wave puts it in for the touchdown with 1:21 left in the half. It makes it Delbarton 20, Camden Catholic 8.
Really easy for Delbarton offense. Papantonis takes the snap and nowhere, many blockers in the field. Rob Russo out on the wing, and it's just an easy run. And I talked about creativity and Delbarton, how they can have this versatility and creativity in the goal line, and they showed that there.
Coach Chi, offensive coordinator, with the excellent play call. The extra point is good, making it Delbarton 21, Camden Catholic 8. We've seen a few of those trick plays. A few attempted fake punts. Seeing Rob Russo line up at wide receiver. Papantonis just taking the snap and running it in himself. Great play by the offense.
And everyone's just excited. And Coach Bowers talked about he had 3 emphases of the week, and one of those was that we need to come away with points when we're in the red zone. Something that we struggled to do last week, but we've done this week. 2 red zone scores, and it's just, a lot of penalties and poor plays that set us back, like we saw earlier with the roughing the punt, but last week it was really hinging on us, and weeks prior against Seton Hall and Don Bosco and Bergen Catholic. But Delbarton has been very solid in the red zone today, coming away with some scores, and it's 21-8 with about a minute left.
Absolutely. And Perro set for the kick. He's only had to kick twice so far. That is a nice kick with backspin. Returnable. Received at the 1-yard line. Running towards the far sideline. Tries to cut back, but is knocked out of bounds by Delbarton kickoff team.
Delbarton defense will retake the field. Let's see if they can kind of string off that last drive. That was a phenomenal drive, getting to the quarterback, 2 sacks, and let's see if they can keep up with that rhythm, because that's the kind of play that Delbarton needs to continue, and then they'll have success. And I think we'll see that here, Hudson.
Absolutely, and Camden Catholic now has 1:13 to march down the field. Almost 80 yards. So, knowing they don't kick field goals or extra points for that matter, it's definitely big distance. Almost intercepted by number 45, Tyler De Silva. Another great play by De Silva there.
De Silva didn't really have a role early on in the season, but he's really found that role as we come into these later weeks, and he's already had the forced fumble and the sack earlier, and he came up with a near interception there. And again, everybody needs to make these plays for the Delbarton defense to have success.
And that near interception, incomplete pass, sets up 2nd and 10 with 1:08 left. Lobs it. Breaks a few tackles, and it is a first down. He's still going. Oh, and is knocked down. Tripped up at the 40.
Again, that slip screen play that Camden Catholic loves. They've run it a bunch of times now. It's only been the first half, but running clock here, and Camden Catholic sets up quickly.
Both teams resorting to that slip screen there. Being effective. Pass complete to number 11, Billy McCleary.
And Camden Catholic knows they haven't really done anything over the top. They haven't tried that deep shot, perhaps maybe because Cobb doesn't, or Bird doesn't really have that arm, but he's got that mobility. So we'll see what they come out with here. We'll screen to 11 here.
Another pass to Billy McCleary. We'll set up a 3rd and 9 situation. 17 seconds left on the clock. Timeout, Camden Catholic. Having to get just under 60 yards left to the end zone. Let's see what they have in store for us.
Again, really the emphasis here is nothing over top. Keep everything contained, no deep shots, because they still have, a substantial way to go, 58 yards, until the end zone. So just keep everything up front, keep everything tight. Camden Catholic really hasn't taken that deep shot yet. They haven't had those major explosive plays. They've had these flats and screens here and there, but nothing really over the top yet. They forced Cobb to make a move, and we'll see what they come out with here. Camden Catholic in need of a score with 17 seconds going in the half.
Absolutely. And you can see the size of the lineups are just so different. Delbarton taking up almost their entire sideline. Camden Catholic all fitting within a 15-yard stretch. Bird takes the pass, looking deep. Incomplete.
There's that deep shot that they've been waiting for, like I said, and they haven't really had that all game. And Delbarton, it's easy to expect that, especially when there's only 13 seconds left. So we'll see a lot of secondary in the field, a lot of safeties, corners, and you still have that D-line pressure, but again, just nothing over top, nothing. Don't let anything get behind you. None of those deep shots down the sideline, down the middle, but also making sure that those kind of mid-range plays where you might have a gap, don't let those break away. Wrap those up, keep them up front, and get as many guys as you can on the ball.
Yeah, this is only the second time we've seen Camden Catholic attempt to punt the ball. Really on in the first quarter. It's a squib. And that will wind down the clock with 3, 2, and down with 2 seconds left in the game. I'm assuming Delbarton's just going to kneel the ball, send us into halftime, but you never know.
First down and 10, Green Wave, off 30-yard line.
With just enough time for one play left in the half. And they will take a knee as predicted. And that is the end of our first half. Delbarton 21, Camden Catholic 8. Any words for us going into the second half?
Yeah, again, Delbarton really just can't fall victim to burning out. They've done it in the past. They did it last week against St. Joe's, where they had a lead going into halftime, and they looked great, but then it kind of all fell apart. 28-8 is a great lead, but it's not, it's not game ending. This is very manageable for Camden Catholic, so I think Delbarton really needs to just come out in the second half and put this one away early.
It's a great point there. All right, well, we will see you guys in the second half.
Camden Catholic will receive the second half kickoff. Kicking off for the Green Wave, Jeff Sparrow. Back to receive for the Irish, Inge and Paul.
And we are back for the second half of some Delbarton versus Camden Catholic football.
That was first and 10, Camden Catholic on the 20-yard line.
Camden Catholic takes the field. Kevin Bird back out. And we'll see what they have up their sleeve to start this second half. Trips near side. 2 receivers far side. Nobody in the backfield with Burr. See what he has up his sleeve. Snaps back, shotgun set. He's going to take it himself. He's going to be about 5 or 6 yards. And he slides down just short of the first.
Another great showcase of Burr's mobility. Nice gain of 9 there.
Yeah, good start there. Again, we'll see how Delbarton can kind of come out in the second half. They had a great first half, but they haven't been able to kind of have that statement game yet. And this first round of the playoffs, it's important. There's really no room for error anymore. It's, you lose, you go home. So Delbarton's going to need to, stay strong and have some endurance towards the end.
About the idea of a statement game. I mean, if Delbarton can get a big win here, like in terms of points, that'd be huge.
Burns shotgun set with the running back to his left. 3 receivers, 11 on the spring. They're going to give it to Cobbs, and he's going to tackle. It's Paula, but a great tackle there by Jack Eisenhart.
Eisenhart with the excellent tackle there, open field. Just nice athletic play there by the defense.
Yeah, great stop there by Jack Eisenhart, the junior. Chuck Nato back on the field, along with Nigel McSweeney. Nigel, it doesn't look like Pat Coy is out there, but lots of secondary in the field. Austin Quant and Jack Sharma.
Yeah, Coy's been getting a lot of tight end reps, but that might be taken away from his D reps a little bit there, Rudy.
Yeah, again, a shotgun set, 4 wide, running back to his right. Cobb ready to take the snap, and it's going to burst scrambling, and he's going to be brought down by Matt Gemma. Great sack by the junior.
Matt Gemma, just an animal on the field. Ripped through the offensive line for the excellent sack by the junior, Matt Gemma.
Fantastic stop there by Matt Gemma. Gets through, easy takedown. Looks like Camden Catholic's bringing out the punt squad. Just under 10 minutes to play left in the second quarter, and they'll be punting here from their own 20-yard line. Delbarton with a great opening defensive possession with a sack and, some easy tackles. David Link ready to receive the punt. It's very high, but it's a duck. It's very short. It's going to be down at their own 30-yard line. Didn't even go 10 yards.
I mean, that was, wow. Almost blocked by 2 different Delbarton players, and then an absolute dud of a punt. Just shot straight up in the air. No horizontal movement whatsoever.
Yeah, unfortunate for Camden Catholic. Took a bad bounce there and comes back to their own 30. Delbarton with incredibly advantageous field position here. Rob Russo ready to set the field. Papantonis, the main back. David Link and Pat Coyne at tight end. Looks like Phil Fulmar on the far sideline alone. Looks like it's going to be a run. Pat Coyne motion. Snaps, and they're going to hand it off to Papantonis to the right side. Breaks, beautiful hole. Down the field, 10, 5, and nearly in the end zone, taken out of bounds on about the 2 or 3 yard line.
Just an advantageous field position. I mean, just a first down would have put him in the red zone. I'd say that's pretty good field position. Papantonis just bursting through the middle. Excellent play there by Delbarton's running back.
Yeah, definitely got to say that's exactly what Delbarton needed and exactly how Delbarton wanted to come out. Rob Russo on a shotgun set. Phil Fulmer, kind of similar set. Pat Coyne motion. Looks like it's going to be almost the exact same play. Give it to Pat. Oh, it's a fake. It's a play action touchdown. Touchdown to Pat Coy. Phenomenal play call by Coach Chi. And they're going to get in the end zone. Pat Coy doing the Heisman. And that's a great touchdown for Delbarton.
I mean, Delbarton's sideline is just electric after that amazing touchdown. Great play call there by Coach Chi. That'll make Delbarton 27, Camden Catholic 8. Peros set for the extra point.
Yeah, just a great opening drive for Delbarton. A couple plays down. They got incredibly good field position on their opposing 30-yard line. Peros set to kick. Ooh, and it's good.
That's just a bullet. But it's in. A point's a point. So, Delbarton, with less than 10 minutes in the third quarter left, already has a 20-point lead.
Yeah, good job by Delbarton to add to that score and make it 28-8. Delbarton ready to kick off again. Camden Catholic getting ready to return the kick. Job by Pat Coy. They're playing two-way today. Something that we haven't really seen all season. They did it last week with Pat Coy and Matt Gemma kind of getting those tight end sets, and we see it again this week with Pat Coy getting a touchdown there. Something, he hasn't had all season. Paris getting ready to kick here. We'll see how Camden Catholic can return it. It's a far kick near the end zone, but it will be returned here. Delbarton has many tacklers out, but he's going to find a hole in the middle, and he's going to get brought down at about the 20-yard line. It's stopped by Delbarton, and again, good field position for their defense. Quarterback Kevin Burr ready to take the field again. There's a lot of utility players on this Camden Catholic offense. Guys like Paula and Cobb and Clear that kind of play multiple positions and are the main weapons of this Camden Catholic offense. And we'll see if Delbarton can continue to contain them.
Paris will kick and return to the 18-yard line. First and 10, Camden Catholic.
Looks like Chuck Nato coming off the field. Jack Sharma and Jack Eisenhart, the main corners. Lucas DePasquale back in the field. 4 wide shotgun set, and they're going to do a little end reverse around to McCleary. And he's going to get brought down by many Delbarton defenders for no gain. Good stop there by Delbarton, keeping him in front. Those end arounds and reverses can kind of get dangerous, those jet sweep type plays, and Delbarton did a good job there containing it. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here for Camden Catholic. A little less than 9 minutes left to play. Just a minute ago, Delbarton scored a touchdown, so we'll see if they can kind of continue at this rate. Breaking out of the snap. Kevin Burton, a shotgun set, running back to his left. 4 wide again. Sharma and Quant, the main corners. Motion. Bird's going to snap it, shotgun. And he throws it just under. It's going to be incomplete. Good job by Delbarton defense to keep that closed off. Was a little bit behind him. Couldn't seem to hit him in stride. But, again, another 3rd down situation. We've seen him a lot in the first half. So we'll see if Delbarton can hold him shorter here, too. Down in the huddle here. Burn another shotgun set, running back to his left. Trips in near side with a lone receiver on the far side. Zone coverage for Delbarton. Not really showing blitz, but he's going to throw it long, looking for the shot, and it's going to be caught for a 1st down by Camden Catholic. What a catch by number 15. And a great gain for Camden Catholic, and to move those chains downfield. Wild catch there. Quarterback puts it right on him. And Delbarton's secondary seems to just kind of unable to break that up. Camden Catholic with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback Kevin Bird delivering there. Another 4 wide set. Paula, the main back in the backfield. Burn, shotgun. Delbarton with a lot of secondary showing zone again. And Bird's going to take it himself out to the left side. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going to go down for about a 2-yard gain. Looked like Jake Checchio at the stop. Jake Checchio coming into Middlebury just last week. Nigel McSween coming off the field, as does Justin Slaybaugh. Ryan Carrion. Only 3 down linemen. Matt Gemma, Chuck Nato, and Pat Coy. Austin Kwan near side corner. Again, 3 near side receivers, 1 far side. Paul, the main back. Delbarton showing blitz. Going to get around the edge, and it's another slip screen here. He's going to break a tackle. Paula stays on his feet, and he's going to get across for the 1st down. And Chuck Nato downfield trying to stop him, and he goes out of bounds. Great game for the Camden Catholic offense. Unfortunate for Delbarton defense to kind of let that slip out of their hands. Another slip screen, which we've seen a lot of Camden Catholic thus far.
from the 48-yard
And they're able to push through for a first down. A lot of energy on the sidelines for both squads. While Delbarton's roster outnumbers Camden Catholics by a significant amount, there's still, still feels like a very energetic environment on both ends. Camden Catholic in a similar shotgun set, 4 wide, split on both sides. In motion is number 5, Cobbs. Looks like Camden going to try to take a shot here. Good pressure by Pat Coy, and Chuck Nato. Burr scrambles out to his left. Pat Coy trying to get him down, and he still throws it. And it's picked off! And it's picked off by Ryan Carey, but it looks like it's getting called back. Ref blows the whistle before he was intercepted. Not really sure what the situation is here. Looks like it's coming back, though. Wow, they called the quarterback down before he threw it. He didn't step out of bounds because the clock is still running. Really interesting. It looks like they called it early. That's for, lack of forward progress, but confusing for Mr. Official. Tough break there for Delbarton. Ryan Carey with a great interception on a good pressure by Chuck Nato and Pat Coy. Again, only 3 down linemen. Nigel McSween on the sideline. Delbarton in very, very tight coverage. Looks like, man, again, refs blow the whistle. Timeout, Camden Catholic. Both teams going to talk it over here. Reevaluate. Second and exceedingly long. 2nd and 22 here. We'll see what Camden Catholic has up their sleeve. They haven't really taken those deep shots that much this game. We saw them later in the second half, but they haven't presented themselves here. Both teams in the huddle, reevaluating. Unfortunate break again from Ryan Carey, making a great play on that play, intercepting the pass, but fortunately, it was called back. Camden Catholic retaking the field. Paula in the backfield with Burr. 4 wide again. We've seen this set pretty often from Delbarton. From Camden Catholic. Shotgun set, snaps it. Looking for a downfield option, and it's picked off! And it's a Delbarton interception. Great field position for Delbarton.
Outstanding play by Jack Eisenhart. One transition followed by another. And Delbarton's offense will now take the field.
Great job there by Jack Eisenhart getting the interception. Even though they got an interception the previous play, it was called back. They called it a sack. Interesting play call. Interesting call from the referees, but Delbarton offense retaking the field. Nashawn Hill, the main tailback. 2 wide receivers set. With David Lincoln, Phil Fulmer, the main guys. Rob Russo on shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Nashawn Hill, who's not really going to go anywhere, and it's going to be wrapped up for about no gain or maybe even a loss.
We've seen a little bit of the depth of the running back core this game. Splitting time between Aiden Papantonis and Nashawn Hill, who are both seniors. Delbarton's offense set for 2nd down.
Shotgun set. Nashawn still the main back to his right. 2 receivers out wide. They give it to Hill again. He's going to break a tackle. Gets shifty in the middle of the field and 1st down. Great run by Nashawn.
This game by Nashawn Hill. Weaving and dodging through players.
Good run by Nashawn there on the 1st down. 2 wide receivers near side. Nashawn still the main back, about an I formation. Pat Coy in motion. They're going to give it to Hill again. Breaks a tackle in the middle of the field, and he's going to get wrapped up. for about a 2-yard gain.
Delbarton really using their running game to their advantage so far this drive.
Again, great field position here for Delbarton to start this drive. 3 receivers. Dylan Hakes out wide. Nashon's still the main back. Play action. Rolling out left, and he's going to hit it Pat Coy, who's breaking a tackle downfield and gets big out of bounds towards about the 12-yard line. Great job by Pat Coy there, breaking the tackle and getting out wide. Rob Russo maneuvering and finding him for a first down. We'll see how Coach G wants to come out here. See what he has in store. Pat Coy still the tight end of the field. Dylan Hakes and Phil Fulmer and David Link, the main receivers. However, nobody lining up out wide. Nashon Hill in the backfield. Interesting to see. It looks like a trips and close set. They're going to give it to Nashon. It's play action, actually. Dylan Hakes out wide, moving around the block, and he's going to nearly get in the end zone. And he's just short at the 1-yard line. Great job.
Another drive has started with great field position and just has set them up for success. Now first down from the 1-yard line. Great positioning here.
Fulmer and Dink lining up out wide. Nashon's still the main tailback. Papantonis has not been in on this drive. Shotgun set for Russo. Play action, and he's going to give it to Nashon Hill, and he's going to squeeze in, and looks like he's going to be just short again. Camden Catholic, great job by their defense to keep him short. It's going to be second down.
Being tasked with stopping a team from only gaining 1 yard is always tough, especially in the red zone or on the 1-yard line for that matter. So nice job by Camden Catholic. Second and goal.
Again, a shotgun set here. 2 receivers out wide, split. They're going to give it to Nashon. It's play action again. Russo breaking the tackle, nowhere to go, and he's going to get wrapped up for about a loss of 1. Another tough break for Delbarton. Can't seem to find that breakthrough yet in the red zone, but a score here would put them in, a good situation looking towards the rest of the game.
I mean, assuming they score here and get the extra point, having a 27-point lead is huge, especially in a high school football game. With the clock just above 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
No receivers out wide. Everyone kind of closed in here. Nashon's still the main back. Shotgun set. They're going to give it to Nashon. He's going to get an easy run in for a touchdown for Nashon Hill. Great job by Delbarton's offense to come away with points here. Coach Bowers emphasized it, but it's going to be 34-8. Delbarton with the lead.
That was a nice play setup. Rob Russo at quarterback, faking like he's going to roll to the left, but Nashon Hill already having the ball with a nice walk-in touchdown.
Delbarton's offense has really just had their way the entire game against Camden Catholic. And, this is when we talked about in the late game when defenses get tired and Delbarton needs to, continue to just run the ball, emphasize. We saw a lot of running there with Nashon instead of in Papantonis, but 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Delbarton 35, Camden Catholic 8. And we'll see what Kevin Burr Jr. can do on this next offensive possession for Camden Catholic.
Yeah, absolutely. Camden Catholic only putting up 8 points in almost 3 quarters now. So Delbarton's defense has done a really nice job of keeping them out of the end zone, and the scoreboard reflects that. Delbarton with now 5 touchdowns, Rudy. That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's exceptional, really. Delbarton's done a great job here to just finding the end zone, something that they couldn't really string together in the second half. They were up 14-6 in the first half, but couldn't continue that in the second half. But already here, just in the third quarter, 2 scores. So Delbarton's been able to turn that around, and they're looking to get this win here and continue to progress. There's still a quarter left. Tough situation for Camden Catholic, but certainly not over. Paris set to kick. Pretty far as usual. Just short of the end zone. It's going to be returned here. Let's see what he can do. And he comes out. Oh, it breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle, but it's going to get wrapped up by a bunch of Delbarton players. Great job by the Delbarton special teams to bring him down within 10 yards.
Absolutely, and their kick returner had a nice play dodging 2 players, but in the time that it took him to dodge those 2 players, just a swarm of green surrounded him.
Kevin Burr Jr. retakes the field. Delbarton has done a good job defensively so far in this second half. See if they can continue that. You know, Coach Bowers talked about their strategy, and it was going to be contain the quarterback in the pocket. And they struggled with that a little bit in the first half, but they've seemed to be off to a hot start here. And Kevin Burr ready to snap the ball. Shotgun set. Motion receiver. It's going to be a play action again. Slip screen again to Paula. Going to break a tackle, but Delbarton keeps him contained and keeps him short for about no gain.
No gain on the play.
You know, Coach Bowers also emphasized controlling the line of scrimmage, which Delbarton has also, you know, successfully done so far in the second half. You know, first half they kind of struggled to do that. You know, the defensive line was winning that battle in the trenches, but they were still managing to kind of get those cheap gains and those short gains. But so far, so good. No running back in the backfield with Kevin Burr. 5 receivers out wide. Zone coverage for Delbarton. Not really showing blitz, only 3 down linemen. It's going to be dropped on the far side by the receiver.
Yeah, for Delbarton to really come up big with a win today, they needed a few seniors like Hakes, Coy, and Link to step up, and I'd say that they did. They've all 3 have played exceptionally today.
Ready to snap. Again, no running back in the backfield. Same exact formation as last time. Zone coverage for Delbarton. 2 safeties. Showing blitz. Ryan Carey getting through, but it's going to be completed for the screen, and he's going to be tripped up by Lucas DePasquale. Great tackle.
DePasquale just barely getting his feet, but it's enough to get him down. With the clock still running. Winding down to our last 45 seconds left in the third quarter.
4th down again. Camden Catholic's punting team takes the field. Again, a tough situation for Camden Catholic. They've had pretty unfortunate field position these last 2 possessions, and Delbarton's been able to get the ball back. David Link, the return man. He's been the return man all season. He's one of the better special teams players in the Delbarton unit. Better punt here. David Lincoln to return this one. Splits through a man, breaks the tackle. Gonna get out wide. Looking into space. He's gonna get through. He's gonna go all the way. 5 and into the end zone. David Link. What a touchdown for Delbarton.
Outstanding punt return for David Link. Punt return touchdown.
Coach Bowers emphasized making those special teams plays because in order to win the football game, you have to be successful in all 3 phases. We've seen it from the offense, we've seen it from the defense, and we've just seen it from the special teams. Fantastic job by David Link. Breaks out wide, gets through, and a nice touchdown for Delbarton.
And Link's going to be playing attack on Villanova's lacrosse team next year, and having that explosivity from being an attackman has really helped him. Not only as a wide receiver, but now as a punt returner, too.
And Paris with the kick is good for the extra point. 42-8 as we end the third quarter here. Fantastic job by David Link. Coach Bowers spoke about him with lots of fondness, saying that David Link is possibly one of the best special teams players in all of New Jersey, especially in the Super Conference that we play in. He's been a real help for Delbarton all season, and he's just shown his elusiveness and explosivity there with a great touchdown. Delbarton getting set to kick again, a 42-8 lead. Becoming pretty comfortable here going into the fourth quarter. You know, Delbarton clearly they haven't burned out yet. You know, they've been struggling with that in previous weeks, but they've done a great job here and just kind of replicating their first half success here so far in the third quarter. Still a quarter left. You know, got to finish this game, and you know, we'll see how they do. Paris ready to kick. Kick is up, and it's going to be returned here about at the 10-yard line here for Camden Catholic. Going to break to his right, back through the middle, and he's going to get wrapped up at about the 21-yard line.
Aiden Stewart with the return. Nice return there, but Paris has done a nice job of kicking it out deep. Some of them only a few inches from the end zone, close to that touchback. But compared to last game where he had 100% kickoff completion into the end zone for a touchback, he really hasn't put any in the end zone this time around. But our return team, or return stop team, I should say, has done a great job of keeping them towards the 20.
Camden Catholic retakes the field here. Interesting set here, about 4 receivers, but looks like a timeout's going to be called by Delbarton's side. Coach Leotti wants to change up something defensively, but as you said, you know, it's not so important that Paros kicks it into the end zone every time. You know, you're not going to have that, you know, repetitiveness all season, but it's been a good job of the special teams as a whole to, you know, ensure that Delbarton's defense can have some good field position and the opposing offense in, you know, struggling phase of the field. The defense back out there. Looks like some new faces out there. It looks like Chuck Med Jr. and Nick Dotra are out there defensively. Some faces we haven't really seen in games such as these. We'll see how Camden Catholic can do offensively here. Same set as last. Running back in the backfield, shotgun set. He's going to snap. It's going to be a throw, and it's going to be a screen to Paula, who breaks a tackle, but good job by Dotra wrapping him up.
Yeah, Charlie Med and Nick Dotro, some juniors on this roster that we really haven't seen that much in bigger games like these, but hopefully we see a lot more of them next year.
Second and 6 for Camden Catholic. About 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Same set as the last play. Paula's still the main back. Burst snaps. It's going to be a handoff to Paulo, who breaks the tackle through the middle, and he's going to push his way for a first down. Great job by the Camden Catholic running back. That's a hard-fought first down right there. Number 19, Nicholas Meduno, also a junior, coming out into the field. Stepping in at linebacker.
Ball's on the 35-yard line.
We've seen both of these teams run the ball a lot recently, so you might see this quarter, like the last, fly by compared to the first half. First and 10 situation for Camden.
Play action here. Burr scrambling again, finds some space, nobody open. Looking for the option, he's going to run it himself. Breaking some tackles, but he's going to get wrapped up. Good team tackle there by Delbarton. You know, another showcase of Burr's mobility.
Second and 4 for the Irish.
Second and 4 here for Camden Catholic. Burr comes back out onto the field. You know, it's nice to see some new faces on the Delbarton defense. Looks like Greg Nardolillo's out there, senior. Paula still the main back. 4 wide, evenly split. Burr in shotgun, with Paula to his right. Gonna hand it off to Paula here. It's play action, actually. Burr runs it out by himself, breaking another tackle, but he gets completely swallowed up. Great stop by the Delbarton defensive line.
Defensive line really caught on to what was happening pretty fast and just swarmed. Nice stop there for a loss.
Greg Nardolillo seemed to be on the tackle there. You know, a senior who's getting to play in this possibly the last home game of the season for Delbarton, unless some other things fall into place with their playoff bracket. You know, it seems to be a great way to send these seniors off. It was unfortunate they had the loss last week, but here we are. Trips near side, lone receiver on the far side. Paula shotgun set. Burr looking for somebody, nobody open. He's going to dump it off to Paula, who's in open space, breaks a tackle, and he's going to fight for the first down, but he's going to be short. Good wrap up there by Nick Dotro and seemingly Nick Meduno.
Pass complete to Paula will put them just short of that first down. Camden Catholic going for it. Down 34 points, you know. It's kind of necessary now. Flag down on the play. False start. Offense.
Careless error there from Delbarton's defense. Number 21, Anthony Reale is coming out. Switching with Nick Dotro. Dotro did a good job there, 2 tackles. Deep Pasquale and Reale, the main corners. Med and Meduno at safety. On the defensive line, it looks like we also have some new faces as well. Number 52, Finn Leamy out there, playing defensive end. 3 down linemen for Delbarton, but 4 wide for Camden Catholic. Running back in the backfield to Burr's left. He's going to snap it in shotgun, looking for the dump off. Nobody open deep. Great job with the defensive line getting pressure. He's going to air it out, and it's going to be out of bounds. Good job by Delbarton's defense.
Delbarton's defense seeing some new faces that we haven't seen in a while. Delbarton still up, 42-8.
Yeah, 81 Connor Martin out there, as well as defensive line, getting some action. Number 34, Julian Radostic out there as well on the defensive line. Some good reps for some juniors. 5 wide out for Camden Catholic. No running back in the backfield. Burst snaps. Looking near side. It's overthrown and it's dropped. 2 receivers there. Kind of confusion, but it's going to be dropped by the receiver. And Camden Catholic now has to deal with a 3rd and long.
Pass was a little low, but certainly catchable. If Camden Catholic still has any fight in them left, and with just 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, now would be the time.
Yeah, a lot of time running out here for Camden Catholic. 5 wide again. No running back in the backfield. Burn shotgun. Possibly going to take a deep shot here. Finn Leamy getting back in the backfield. Julian Ross gets tripped up. He's going to air it out. Looking for number 4, and it's caught. Oh, and it's dropped. Broken up. Oh, flag on the field. Broken up by Chuck Med. Great job by him. But it looks like it's going to be a flag on the field. Looks like pass interference. On the defense. Camden Catholic's offense moving, and the chains are moving as well. Pass interference on the defense there. Unfortunate break for a great play by Charlie Med. Camden Catholic going to move substantially far down the field.
Personal foul against Delbarton. First and 10, Camden Catholic, ball to 36-yard line.
Tough break for some players that really getting their first looks in the spotlight. Great play there by Charlie Med.
Motion here. They're going to hand it off for the reverse. Going to take it out to around the left side. Going to break a tackle, and he's going to get clogged up and tackled. Charlie Med, the main man. Number 42, Sean Dizok, on the play as well.
Delbarton's defense only letting up 8 points so far. Very impressive.
It'll be interesting to see if Delbarton gets the ball back offensively in this quarter. If we'll see some new faces there. 4 wide receivers out in a split even set. Running back in the backfield is still Paula. High snap for Burr. He has a screen option, but he's looking deep, and he's going to break a couple tackles in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Offensive line is breaking down. He had 11 open on the far side. That's not where he was looking. Great job by Martin and Julian Radostic getting in the backfield, as well as Finn Leamy. Number 56, Davin Segerson, the sophomore, also getting some action, as well as Isaac Schiffer, the defensive tackle.
Just some updates on some other Delbarton sports. Currently, Delbarton's losing at halftime to Montville in soccer, 2-1, the county championships.
Heavy blitz from Delbarton. It's going to be a little short, but they're going to mark him down just short of the first. Fortunate spot for Delbarton.
Number 11, Billy McCleary.
Caught by McCleary, number 11. Nick Dotro back on the field.
4th and 1.
Great to see some different faces for the Delbarton defense. About 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. Camden Catholic taking their time here. See if they can squeeze in a score here. Just 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Delbarton leads 42-8. Interesting formation here. The snap goes to Paula, but the center takes himself for the first down. Very creative play call there for Camden Catholic to get an easy first down. No quarterback in the backfield there, and center takes himself for a first down.
That is as we now enter our last 2 minutes of the game. This second half has definitely gone by much faster. That's because both teams have ran the ball a lot, or been down inside lines.
With a score line like this, there's really no need for timeouts. Camden Catholic just trying to drive down the field, get one last score for their seniors, and what is their last game of the season. Burr going to snap the ball, shotgun, looking for an option. He's just going to get swallowed up by Connor Martin. Great job by him, getting defensive pressure, as well as number 42, Sean Dizak, on the field as well. Just a tough break for Burr. Good pressure from Connor Martin. Camden Catholic calls a timeout.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think Camden Catholic has realized that this will probably be their last drive of the season, so make it count. Delbarton defense trying to make one last big stop of the game. With just under a minute, 58 seconds left in the game. Delbarton leads 42-8.
Nice to see that a lot of Delbarton players are getting some action here in the last home game of the season, what is likely the last home game of the season. Camden Catholic, 2nd and 17 after that strong sack from Connor Martin. 5 wide, no running back in the backfield here. Burr alone. Snaps the ball. Looking out to his right, he has an option. Not going for it, and he's going to squeeze it in. It's caught by 4, who breaks the tackle and gets down. Great job by Sean Cullen to get down within good field position.
That keeps their drive alive, which now puts them 6 yards away from scoring here, with just 30 seconds left in the game.
Great job by Cullen here. 25 seconds left. Burr snaps, no running backs, and he's going to squeeze it in, trying to find the touchdown. He's going to be just short. Good job by Delbarton defense to contain them. Camden Catholic calls a timeout, really just trying to get one more score for these seniors before the season's over. Delbarton with an impressive showing today. Good on all 3 phases of the football. I'm sure Coach Bowers is pleased with the result.
Absolutely, and this could probably be our last play of the game here, or second to last, depending on the result. But Delbarton executed where they needed to. All 3 phases, the offense, defense, and special teams, came out to play.
That's really important to do when you're facing an unfamiliar opponent. You can't go into the game, an unfamiliar opponent, excuse me. You can't go into the game thinking they don't play anyone. We play better competition. You know, Delbarton didn't have this arrogant mindset, and that shows as they, you know, lead 42-8 here. Camden Catholic pushing in, and they get a score to make it 42-14 with 5 seconds on the clock and running. Excuse me, it was short. No. What?
They did score, but they just decided not to go for that extra point. That will make our final score: Delbarton 42, Camden Catholic 14. Thank you guys for tuning in with us this week. This is probably going to be our last home game broadcast of the year. So thank you to all you guys who have tuned in over the last couple weeks. Really appreciate it, and hopefully we'll be able to expand to other sports. So definitely see you guys next year, though. So stay tuned. I'm Hudson Honecker.
And I'm Rudy Rizzi. Thank you for tuning in to the Delbarton broadcasting of Delbarton versus Camden Catholic. Delbarton wins 42-14 to move on to the next round of the playoffs. They'll play at St. Augustine next week on a Friday night, and we'll see how they fare. Thanks for tuning in.